EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New York Giants.
Literally buy them for you. If you take 60
the kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Ryder. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll go out of bounds.
Everybody letting the computer use, doing all that computer using, man. You better
give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Ryder. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That shit bogus with this play cool shit.
Quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Ryder. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. A give to Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 44 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here.
Wow.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 40. 20. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Gano the extra point. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ryder. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryder getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now a handoff to Henry. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones escaping the pressure right. First down and much more here for Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Kill, turn up.
Throwing, Jones, rolling to his right. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
I want to do that shit.
Following the fumble recovery, Ryder. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
I'm going to make you mad. I'm going to make you
stop.
Wanting to run it.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Stopped at the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I should be bogus. Bogus. Ooh-wee. How you do it to me? So bogus.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Not 31.
Back to throw. Ryder. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Right there, 54, right there.
On first down, Ryder. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And
fuck, I missed the whole. That was motherfucking discombobulated. Looking at something different.
To smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Ryder looking for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime here on
Get
Oakland
back
Weekend, as we'll head down to Orlando.
You
That's
don't
where
know
we
what
find
I'm
our
gonna
man Jonathan
do.
Coachman at our EA Sports.
You don't
halftime
know what
report.
I'm gonna
Coach,
do.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back
Africa
underway
forever.
in the second half.
That's why the nigga lost.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ooh, you don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what I'm gonna do.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room,
You
what
don't
would
know
the
what I'm
message
gonna.
have been?
That's called a
Something
user, man.
you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL.
You gotta be
That's
users
fire and
out here,
brimstone.
man.
You gotta fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Now a throw from outside the
That was
pocket.
good.
Complete out
Galladay.
left.
Yes, I see you,
We talk
Galladay.
about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
You don't want nothing from me.
Holding the pressure right. That's caught by Galladay. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Jones going up top.
Get the...
And he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 40 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
You don't know what you do to me.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
You do to me.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Ryder. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Derrick Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
You don't know
72
what
yards
you
for him
do
on
to
the ground now as he has been
me.
terrific
You
here
don't know
this
what you
afternoon.
do to
From the
me.
34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone
Not
before
long
going
ass
down.
diving shit.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football.
And this is caught for a
You
Falcon
don't know what you
touchdown.
do to me. You don't know what you do to
There to make the
me.
grab. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
That nigga throw it again. I'm gonna pick that motherfucker off my friend.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where
Nigga
we
ain't going
started at
nowhere,
halftime.
man.
Yeah, you're exactly
Ain't
right,
going
partner.
nowhere.
They
Don't
had a
worry
little
about
bounce in
it.
their step after
We're
scoring
gonna
that
be on
first
this. We're
touchdown.
gonna apply pressure.
The
Don't worry
defense
about
gave
it.
one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their
Everybody
left.
have
being able to throw
their
the football.
strengths.
So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
God damn, 61, nothing?
And that is going to do
Work
it
on that nigga.
for this third
61,
quarter of
nothing?
action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, look at the switch. That nigga on some shit.
Off the play fake, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the
That nigga on
backfield.
some
And he'll be out of
shit.
bounds just shy of the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need.
that
Down by a
nigga.
touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's
Wait,
brought
thought
down.
he was gonna be
The
off
sack
for me.
recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
We on that
Just a yard on the
nigga.
gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And
Oh, that was supposed to be a
incomplete.
pick.
Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings
Oh,
up
they
4th down.
thought shit.
Here's Jamie
You
Gillen
don't
now
know who
as
you
he'll kick it
fucking
away for the 2nd
with.
time.
You don't know who you fucking with. Oh, damn,
They'll
nigga,
call that a
you get
33-yard
nasty with
punt
it.
with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
We don't give a fuck.
The
Risk it
Atlanta
all
offense
to
out
do
there
it
for their
all.
next drive. They're
So you
holding on
can't
right now
get
to
to
that
50
slim
ball.
advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute
Oh,
offense.
that nigga
Obviously,
letting the
with
computer
4-minute
tackle,
offense
man.
applies
Come
here. How do
on,
they run
man.
that effectively?
Yeah, really with the 4-minute
Come
offense,
on,
it's
let's
just
play
trying to
it. You
grind the
gonna
clock.
play?
So
Come
you
on,
want
Frank.
consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep
It'll
possession
make
of the
you
football.
pay, Frank.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for
It'll
it.
make you pay,
The
Frank.
Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near
It'll
perfect,
make
4
you
for
pay,
5 to
Frank.
this point. This
You
is
wanna-
3rd
you
and
wanna
8.
play with the computer and
Off
shit?
play action. Ryder. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that
Yeah,
clock
I
keeps
could've
rolling.
flipped
Has
it.
to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big
Don't
kick
fumble
that
the
time,
ball.
52 yards. And it'll be
Don't
Giant
fumble the
football,
ball.
1st and 10.
Cause we coming. Old nigga gonna run in.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Now a throw right
That was
side,
supposed to be
taken in
picked.
here to start
Come on,
this
man.
drive.
Let's stop
And
playing,
able to
man.
rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Stop playing with my
So the
nigga,
ball
man.
moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt.
Come on,
Now,
that's
nice
what I'm
start to the
talking
drive.
about. Shut
Offense
that
has
shit
to do their
down.
part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
To throw is Jones. Flush to his right. To Barkley.
Man, get the
down.
fuck out
And
of
he's going to get
here.
the first down as they bring him down
Get
at
the
the
fuck
23.
out of
Now
here.
the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over
That
what to
shit
do
was
next.
just
The drive
bogus.
continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Come on, man.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check, check. All day, dog. You go tank. You got tank.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Flushed out right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jones steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They just whooped the
He took a
nigga.
possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And this ball, it's a touchdown. And
That
the
shit
final
was
seconds
just
there,
bogus.
PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown
That
puts him in
shit was
striking distance. And let me
bogus.
tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points.
Wow,
It was an
nigga.
incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Good on them following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire